Hello, this is June Collier, Executive Vice President with MyEcon. This video is a detailed explanation of the MyEcon compensation plan. If you are a business partner with MyEcon, I recommend that you watch Mr. Ivy Stokes' 3 videos in your back office that also cover the compensation plan. The compensation plan starts with you enrolling as a marketing director, MD, for the cost of $179.99 and a $29.95 monthly licensing fee. As a marketing director, you receive 25% on personal CPCV. Now, CPCV stands for Consumer Product Commission Value. This is basically the dollar value percentage of each sale of retail products and services used to pay commissions to associates. Here's an example. If you sell our flagship product, Cash Flow Manager, it sells for $10.95 on a monthly basis and has a $5 CPCV. So as a marketing director, you would earn 25% of that $5, which is $1.25 on a monthly basis. As a marketing director, you also earn a one-time payment of $25 on any personal marketing directors that you sponsor. Now, once you've sponsored 3 marketing directors and sell a total of $5 of personal CPCV, you will be promoted to the rank of Executive Vice President, EVP. Now, $5 personal CPCV means that you sell a product or buy a product that pays at least $5 of CPCV per month. Currently, the least expensive item is Cash Flow Manager at $10.95 a month. But you would need to sell a Cash Flow Manager outside of the one that you already have as a rep. The next least expensive item is Family Shield, which is a bundle of legal services that sells for $13.95 on a monthly basis. Now, I recommend that you buy Family Shield for yourself so that you're guaranteed to have your $5 of CPCV each month. If you bought Family Shield for yourself, your total monthly overhead costs would be $43.90. That's the $29.95 plus the $13.95. Your overhead costs will never be more than the $43.90. However, it could be low as $29.95 if you sell a customer a product that carries a monthly $5 CV. When you promote to Executive Vice President, you now receive 50% on your personal CPCV and 25% on your base shop CPCV. Now, this diagram does not show your base shop, but your base shop starts with the 4th person, which would be person D in this example. You will also receive a 50% match on everything your first 3 do once they hit the position of EVP. So your first 3 in this example are person A, B, and C. You will receive 50% of everything that they do. Now, that 50% match does not include the $1,000 builder bonus, which we will be discussing on the next slide. So, for example, if person A earns $500, you would earn $250. Your 4th person, person D, starts your base shop. You can personally sponsor as many base shops as you desire. When you personally sponsor people, you earn $50. When a person you sponsored sponsors someone, you earn $25. Everyone's first 3 people in your base shop stay in your base shop. In this example, person D, his first 3, D1, D2, and D3, remain in your base shop, and because you did not personally sponsor them, you receive $25. Now, D1, D2, and D3's first people also stay in your base shop, and you receive $25 for them as well. And this keeps repeating itself to infinity. Once you accumulate 7 people in your base shop, you earn what's known as a builder bonus of $1,000. And this continues for every 7 people sponsored in your base shop. Your builder bonus is cumulative, meaning that there is no time period tied to when you have to have 7 people to get your $1,000 bonus. If it takes 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, or even 7 years to get 7 people, you will still earn your $1,000 builder bonus. Now that's key. A lot of companies call this open line, and they have a time restriction of 1 calendar month. Here, if you get 2 people in the month of January, when you roll into the month of February, you add 2 more people, you now have a total of 4 going towards your 7 people for your builder bonus. So it is cumulative. It keeps adding up until you reach the 7. Now, you must have a 1-month base shop retention rate of no less than 75% in order to receive the $1,000. If your 1-month retention rate falls below 75%, you receive $500 instead of $1,000. Now, what this simply means is when you sponsor people into the business, they should at least stick and stay and pay for their second month in the business. That's what we call a 1-month retention rate of measurement. So they need to pay at least that first month into the business. You must also maintain 2 personally sponsored active associates to earn the builder bonus. So as you bring people in, you want to make sure that you always have at least 2 personally sponsored active associates who are in the business. This diagram shows how your base shop continues to grow to infinity. Everyone who is in your base shop will always give you their first 3. Now, technically, they're not losing their first 3 because they still earn 50% of what their first 3 do once they hit EVP. They simply remain in your base shop and you earn that $25 to infinity. Now, you can go out and personally sponsor more people. So you can have E, F, G, and create even more base shop legs. You can sponsor as wide as you desire. When D sponsors his 4th person, which is D14, this person becomes D's base shop and part of your first generation. Now in this diagram, the orange represents your first generation, but the numbers represent what D earns. These numbers are not what you earn. This document shows what you earn from generation 1 through infinity, and it is based on what EVP level you are. You can be an EVP, you can be an EVP Red Zone, you can be an EVP Platinum, or you can be an EVP Infinity. As an EVP, you receive a one-time generation override, GOR, of $5 for every person that comes into your generation 1 through generation 4. You also receive 5% of any CPCV generated in your generation 1 through generation 4. And finally, you receive a monthly Dream Team residual, DTR, of $1 for every month on active Cash Flow Manager subscribers. When you hit Red Zone, you receive a one-time generation override of $10 for every person that comes into your generation 1 through generation 5. You also receive 10% of any CPCV generated in your generation 1 through generation 5. Finally, you receive a monthly Dream Team residual of $3 for every month of active Cash Flow Manager subscribers in your organization. When you hit Platinum, you receive a one-time generation override of $15 for every person that comes into your generation 1 through generation 5. You also receive 15% of any CPCV generated in your generation 1 through generation 5. And finally, you receive a monthly Dream Team residual of $5 for every month of active Cash Flow Manager subscribers on your generation 1 through generation 5 level. When you hit Infinity, you receive a one-time generation override of $15 for every person that comes into your generation 6 through Infinity. You also receive a prorate share of 3% of company CV. Finally, you receive a monthly Dream Team residual of $1 every month on active cash flow manager subscribers in your Generation 6 through Infinity. So, what does it take to hit Red Zone, Platinum, and Infinity? It takes 200 CPCV to hit Red Zone, 1,250 CPCV to hit Platinum, and 18,000 CPCV to hit Infinity. Now, if your team is getting qualified with their own $5 CPCV, you should hit Red Zone within 50 to 60 people in your organization. If your team is purchasing products, using the travel site, or shopping on their mall, you potentially could hit Red Zone with even less people. Now, I want to stop here and share with you something that's very important. Earning a residual of $1 in your generational legs after hitting Red Zone is powerful. In many other network marketing companies, you will not receive this type of residual payout with only 50 to 60 people in your organization. Most companies are paying pennies on residuals at this level. MyEcon pays nothing less than $1 on these Dream Team residuals. This is the same example of the previous circle diagram, except this time it shows the generation override that you receive instead of what D receives. Also remember that you also receive 5% CPCV and a monthly DTR or Dream Team residual of $1 per active cash flow manager subscriber. In this example, we see that D15 has been promoted to EVP and starts his base shop with D21. The numbers on this screen reflect what D15 earns, not what you earn. D21 and D22 are in your second generation, so you will earn the generation override, the CPCV percentage, and the DTR that is reflected on slide 7 based on your EVP level. This concludes the MyEcon compensation explanation. Please study the compensation plan for yourself by reviewing this video, the 3 compensation plan videos in your back office presented by Mr. Ivy Stokes, and please refer to documents 502, 503, and 601 for the commission values of all products sold.